Hello everyone and welcome to the channel for another video on Gran Turismo 7, and I am back with the new 2 million credit time trial that we do every single week on this channel. So if you do enjoy these videos, if they help you out, if you're looking for ways to earn these 2 million credits as quickly as possible, subscribe to the channel, hit that like button, let me know in the comments as well if this video has helped you out. Hopefully it has done. And yet we're going into this new time trial in the LM55 at high speed ring. It's quite an enjoyable combination to drive for a very short lap, and I think it might be one of the easiest 2 million credits that you're going to earn in a long time, to be brutally honest, because there's not that many places to lose time, though you'll be surprised how much time you can gain in certain corners though. So let's jump into the sport mode in the top right hand corner to show you how to do this. Jump into the top right hand corner, click on sport mode, and then go onto the online time trial. You can see there high speed ring, and you can see there we're in the LM55. If you are looking for the Blue Moon guide, we have got that on the channel as well in the 2 million playlist. Now you can see currently 56.1 is gold, 57.2 is silver for 1 million, and 1 minute is basically 250,000. I think the majority of you are easily going to get 1 million credits no matter what here, because it's a very, very easy track to drive. Most people know how to drive high speed ring. It was on the original game, so I think a lot of you are going to nail this one. Currently I've managed to get myself into the top 10 with a 1 minute, sorry, a 54 second .692. It probably will get knocked down because you'll see the mistakes I make on my lap. But yeah, let's get into this guide and try and show you how to get this as quickly and as easily as possible. So the final corner, a little lift off the throttle. You can see I actually kind of didn't get the best exit off there, only coming out of that 190. So instantly we're down from this point onwards, because we are going to gain over the first lap. Now a little bit of a pointer for you, if you do want to make it a little bit easier, second lap you get more speed because of the way you start your time trial. Now going through here, you want to stay as close as you can to the white line, but I go a little bit too high up. That flings me off. You can see I would rather be where the ghost car is, right up there, hitting the curb at that point. You can see the delta goes from nearly over a tenth up all the way down to on basically half a tenth. So nearly a full, well, basically a full tenth lost in one little mistake there. Now we're going to go into the next braking zone. We are going to use the 50 board as our reference. That is going to be your reference, which you're going to use for your braking. So as we come up to that, a little bit of braking input going in here, and you're going to trail brake as you go through the corner. You're going to take a very wide line all the way round. And you see I actually take a tighter line than what I would prefer to do. It's actually faster to pretty much stay on the green part of the Astro, but I managed to make it kind of work. And then into the braking zone, actually a little bit down, nearly over a full tenth down on that sector there, I've just noticed. Then 50 board is your reference for the braking point. That's what you're going to brake, just short of that. Make sure you're short of the 50 board though, so you can rotate it in here. Using fourth gear to let that car rotate and just let it coast a bit, and then back onto the throttle in fifth gear. Try and use the throttle to rotate it slightly. And again, you can see I'm slightly compromised at this angle because I'd rather be where the purple line is coming from, a better angle to accelerate out. But what I do is manage to get it up onto the curb and then use about 50, 60, 70% throttle, and I feed the throttle in really well and get into sixth gear at pretty much the optimal time. So I actually managed to gain a little bit of time just on the exit there by optimal gear shifting and throttle input. Now this corner is extremely difficult. You've got to really send it in here. So as you go into eighth gear, you're going to go to right, and then just as you go past the shadow, lift off the throttle briefly, and then just let that car almost get a little slight drift going through the corner, and then just get on the throttle flat out all the way through, holding 190. This is the corner I've absolutely nailed on this time trial. I've somehow managed to gain massive amounts on that corner. So yeah, flat out all the way through there and over the line for a 54.692. Now there's easily 2 tenths to come off that for me, so I'm guessing this time trial is going to get down to the 0.3s at least, maybe even 0.2s. So factor that in what time you are going to need. On screen at the moment we've got the lap with the mistake there from the chase camera with the kilometers an hour on, and you can see ideally you want to try and keep that left hand tire almost on the white line. I actually turned in a little bit too early, but again I got on the throttle quite early as well, lost a little bit on acceleration all the way up to this braking point. But yeah, that first sector was over a tenth down from what I was doing on a decent run, so I know for a fact there's probably 2 tenths left in it for me overall. So I'm pretty sure the top drivers are going to get at least into a 54.4, maybe 50.3, or maybe even into the 54.2s. They may be able to squeeze this time into. Depends how much it's pushed. Hopefully PD keep on top of anyone that's doing any wall riding on this. We don't want it ruined for that. But overall, I think you're going to find this pretty easy. You can see it's high downforce car. It's pretty simple to drive. There is a little bit of twitchiness to it and on certain corners, but overall, once you get used to the handling, I think the majority will be able to get the 2 million credits. Now, if you do enjoy this video and it did help you out, remember, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. We do these every single week there on, so hopefully we can help you out. Thanks again for watching, everyone.